What is going on, everybody on YouTube? It is Kerwin J coming at you with a new video today. And yes, it's going to be on a few of Jordan's more iconic silhouettes. But again, without further ado, let's get into the shoes. So first shoe that I'm going to bring out today is going to be the Air Jordan Retro 11 cap and gowns. These came out in 2018, and they came out around the time, students are graduating and schools closing, proms going on, things like that. So another colorway name for these is the prom nights. But getting into the shoe, you have the patent mudguard here, patent leather mudguard going all around. You have a more premium nubuck on the upper, as you can see here. It's really plush. You have the black outsole, midsole, sorry, and you do get the blue. They were blue, but again, we wear our shoes, so it has kind of aged a little bit. But yeah, these are really premium quality retro 11s. You get the rope laces here, metal anklet, and you also get a metal Jumpman, y'all. A metal Jumpman. If I'm not mistaken, this is probably the only one, or if the first, that gave us a metal Jumpman. And again, the rope laces look like, cords for graduation that you would get. And then getting into the heel here, you have an embroidered all black 23. That is really nice. Again, Jordan brand really did their thing on this one. Again, this was sampled earlier in the earlier 2000s, but we finally got one, and they're really, really nice. I don't wear them as often as I'd like, but that's just because, again, I'm trying to keep these as nice as I can for as long as possible. They're just really nice, retro 11s. You can wear them all the time, dress them up or down. That was another big thing too. I feel like with this colorway, it's meant for, more of like premium, upper class dress up. You know what I mean? And then, you could hoop in them if you wanted, and then go from there. But again, all black Jordan retro 11. I feel like personally, that's just a must. But getting into the box, you get a classic pull-out from that time. This is the pull-out sleeve. You got the 2-3 on the top. It says Micheal Jordan there. And then, well, actually it says Jordan. Yeah, it just says Jordan written sideways at the bottom. Very nice. It looks like the patent leather that goes around the shoe, and then you get a mid plastic before you get to the actual shoe. Got the XI. Says Nike made them fly, Tinker made them shine, and you made them iconic in the middle. If you could see that there, just a little. That's the sleeve that goes in the front. And then getting into the actual box that holds them, you got the black Jordan paper. The insoles had the black Jumpman. Really nice. Again, I got a 10.5. Don't want them creasing. And it says here, Air Jordan 11 Retro, black, black, black. And just a very, very premium box. But yeah, y'all, the retro 11 cap and gowns. You know what I'm saying? Prom nights. Very clean, very similar, somewhat on the bottoms, in my opinion, to the Gammas, but very clean. Very, very clean shoe. Cap and gowns. Getting into the next pair, as you can see, it's a Cham. That's a Retro 11 Space Jam. These, again, if you don't know, now I'll tell you, but you probably should know. You know what I'm saying? These are one of Jordan's Michael Jordan's very iconic colorways on the Retro 11. This was the PE that was worn by him in the movie and in the playoffs as well. Later in, I believe it was 95. And against the Hornets. Yeah, that's right. Yep. 1995, you went against the Hornets. And again, y'all, it's just very nice. Just a very premium sneaker. These released in 2016. So this is the third release. They released in 2000, 2009, and 2016. So, and 2016 was when they, introduced us to this higher cut patent leather that you do see here on the cap and gowns as well. Very nice. On the mud guard. And you also have a translucent bottom. And then you have, this was one of the biggest things for me. You have the 45 stitched, embroidered in the heel. That's the first one that gives us the 45. And then you got the Concord Jumpman. Yo, I'm telling y'all, very, very beautiful shoe. And getting into the box, hold on, this one's a little put together. You know what I'm saying? First, you get a sleeve. You get the Looney Tune Monstars 2-3, and then you get the 45 as well. You can see it there. That's what it's wrapping around. And then you have the Looney Tune partnership in the back, the details, and then it says Jordan here, going right there. Then the next part is the plastic sleeve. This says XI, just like the other one, as you can see. And again, Tinker made them shine. Mike made them fly. And we made them shine, yo. Like I'm telling you, we made them iconic. Listen, I missed this. I've seen a lot of releases lately. We didn't get this. I know it's hard to keep it as nice as the day you got it, but I just know that every time I open these two, I still get that feeling. And I just say that because I seen the Gammas they released, and they didn't have as much of a packaging. It kind of, took me a step back there, but still on the chase. Getting into the actual box though, you have 45 on the paper, very clean, and the sole says Nike Air. Yes, Nike Air. Very clean shoe. The inside comes with shoe horns. Forgot to show you guys this on the other one, but the shoe horns are also Concord. And for the cap and gowns, the shoe horns are all black. Hold on. I don't want to come out. So you get, again, that. I don't know if I didn't see if the 11 Gammas came with these or the Columbias, but the Legend Blues. But these, again, this is premium right here. Keeps them very nice. Get your own crease guards. And then on the inner lining of the box, I mean, it's better to show you the lid. Give me a moment. The inner lining has the space, Looney Tunes space, and that's what lines also the inside of the box. So this is really clean. It's kind of reflective a little bit, but yeah, the iconic Air Jordan 11 Space Jam. I hear these are coming out again this year in the original 09 box, early 2000 box. So it'll have MJ's face on it, but I still think that the 2016 packaging is something to always keep in mind when you're given such a premium shoe. I mean, look at this. This is close. This is close to the PE as he wore. So I just feel like, again, like that's just something that you want. Also, 45 on the lid. And when MJ came back, man, very, very iconic. My last shoe, but definitely not the least, is the 2019 Chinese New Year Jordan 12. These are crazy. I'm not even. These are just real. These say premium. These shout, you know, like quality to me. You have the satin on the upper, not the leather. This is satin, and then you got the gold here, and then you got the gold on the eyelets. Again, just very clean shoe. You got the red bottom, red Jumpman at the bottom as well. And you got the red 2-3 on the right. And then the left pair has the 2-3 as well. And the Chinese writing as well on the tongue. Heel says Jordan. You know, quality inspired by the greatest. Listen, man, quality inspired by the greatest right here. The lining on the collar is called the Bai Jing Yi patchwork. This is to commemorate the year of the pig in 2019. So this lining that you see here that goes through it is also underneath. The satin here tears away. I have not torn mine away. That's something that, I mean, I might later do on one of them, but I just like that this specific colorway looks like the playoffs, like a different take on the playoffs, and a more like upper class take to me. Again, you got the gold here on the eyelets, gold on the mud guard there in the midsole. So, you know, on the playoffs it's silver. And again, this is quality inspired by the greatest player ever, man. I mean, why wouldn't you want it gold, you know? But again, it's just a very classy shoe. These, you know, I really don't. I don't wear too often, but they are starting to talk to me here on the front of the sole, but it's okay on the toe box there. It's all right. Um, Again, I just wear them just a lot. I do wear these kind of a lot, and like I was gonna say, you don't really dress these down too much, in my opinion. These are really for those special occasions. They come with a normal cardboard shoehorn. Don't know how I feel about that again, because you got the shoehorns from the 11s here. So I just feel like, you know, something like that should come in a shoe that caliber, in my opinion. But hey, but either way, getting into the sole is red. Take that out for y'all. Sole's red. The white Jumpman, very nice. And yeah, y'all, this is just a very clean pair of Jordan 12s. Getting into the box is honestly always something that is eye-catching no matter what. But I'm going to talk about the lid first. You got the gold box. It says Jumpman. And again, on the inside, it says quality inspired by the greatest player ever. The inside paper that comes in it is the same as the patchwork that is throughout the lining, your ankle lining. And again, that is underneath the satin there. Underneath the satin, tears away, and you will see this print on it. Again, the Beijing Yi patchwork, traditional Chinese patchwork. And again, you got a gold box. Like, look at, like, hold on. Look at this. A gold box. Can't think of too many retros that come in a gold box. So again, this is very, very premium, very, again, classic. And it says here black, true red, and sail. Jordan 12 retro, Chinese New Year, CNY. So very nice packaging that comes on these as well. But yes, y'all, the Chinese New Year 12s, very iconic, very classy. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. And as always, it's been Kerwin J. And you guys will catch me in the next one.